Okay. Let me give it a few minutes because I'm late. Because I needed to. Now I see how to connect the camera.
Nice.
Okay. All right, guys. Come over to my YouTube. I'm about to mute my
That was enough for me.
That was enough.
It was a beat.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm just waiting for a few people to come in. Come over to my YouTube. I'm muting my tag. I couldn't I couldn't understand why I couldn't download or connect it to the YouTube. And now I'm trying to get on my YouTube. I have to hold on. Let me mute all this. Don't need to be on here. Hey girl, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm learning this new software. What's up? Oh, really? One more hour? Okay. Thank you. I'm learning this new software. So I'm just gonna, and the new software is going to allow me to have people on the camera with me. So I'm learning how to use it, and it kind of messed up my streaming this morning. So I'm still trying to get a few things together. Oh, I'm like, what is that? Oh, what is that? But today is going to be love versus sex. That's what I want to talk about today. See, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to learn how to use the software. So my son and I have been up all day trying to figure this out. And I couldn't understand how to connect it to my YouTube. So I was just stressing, like, how do I connect it to the YouTube? Now that I was trying to go live, it told me I needed to input that address from that software into the YouTube so that I can start bringing people on the camera with me. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this segment, this stream, is I'm going to let people know how to contact me if they want to actually come on camera with me so that they can. I'm still trying to work out some kinks here, but so that they can come on camera, ask me questions on camera, going towards my ask me questions pertaining to my poetry, and also I'll be able to bring other people on camera to perform as well. So you can come on. I would like to have you on camera too, but I'm going to give everybody like a limited amount of time where they can either ask questions or they can perform. Thank you. I'm trying. I'm trying to learn this whole thing because I haven't been able to go out like I would like to. Gas prices are killing the heck out of me right now.
What?
So I got to learn how to do other things so that I can work this out. But today's topic is going to be love versus sex. Okay, so today's topic is going to be love versus sex. And I have a few questions that I would like to ask people when it comes to um, sex and love, because, oh, you know this one? Okay. I have a few questions. I want to know, how can you tell the difference between your love versus sex? Because some people fall in love with just the sex and they think that that's going to give them a stable relationship, and it's based off of just sex, and they love to be around this person because they're having sex with them and it's great and blah blah blah. But then they don't get to the sex part. So my first question is going to be, when do you know that you are in love? That's going to be my first question. And I wanted to start my first question off and then kind of give you some time to think about the question while and I didn't even get all that ready, while I get ready to go into a poem. But I'm a one-man team. So we're going to just have to work with me while I try to work out these little kinks here and there with figuring out how to get everything right and on time. So, how do you know when you're in love? And I'm sorry, I want to start saying your name and reading your comment. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do all that. That's why I want to hurry up and start being able to bring people to the camera to make it a little easier. But how do you know when you're in love? And no answer is wrong because only you are going to know when you are in love. We have any answers? Anybody have any answers? First, can everybody hear me okay? Because I've been playing with the settings on a computer all day. So I want to make sure that I am able to be heard. You are able to hear me. Can I get a thumbs up?
Hey, let me hang up and call you right back. Oh, let me hang up right back. Sorry.
Nobody has an answer for when they know when they're in love? Oh, okay.
When you're in love.
Yeah, how do you know when you're in love?
And I'm just calling him back. That's a good question. Okay, so how do you know when you're in love?
Okay, so I have an answer. Poetic Empress said
My mother is
that.
on her YouTube.
Yeah, Poetic Empress said that person is consistently burning in your thoughts. You're easily out of breath in that person's presence. You're patient and desire to know the person more than their little friend. Okay. Oh, you can hear me? Thank you. That's what I wanted to do, is make sure that I can be heard.
Definitely not. But that was...
Okay, so I'm going to start off with That's Why. I think it's one of my love poems. So I'm going to start off with the poem That's Why, while you come up with, hopefully I get some more answers to how do you know when you're in love? And again, no answer is wrong because only you know when you're in love. But this poem is called That's Why. And of course, regardless, you're always more than welcome to request a poem. And I'll be more than happy to let you hear it. And you can ask questions. I've toyed with the word love and how it equates to you. The meanings, the feelings, the emotions I go through. The first sight of attraction was purely erotic. The feelings of your touch, I can't stop thinking about it. You're a passionate lover, and you keep me aroused. No other man can match your lovemaking skills. They should just throw in the towel. But that was just the beginning, the start of our line. I have an unfeigned love for you, genuine and kind. I can never be jealous because my heart is loyal to you. Anything that makes you happy makes me happy too. I wanted to close my eyes to these feelings, hide and tuck them away. But my heart kept growing more in love with you. Every day, the sound of your voice brings my affection to its peak. I became sapiosexual for you, and my heart gets weak. Your knowledge, your wisdom, the things you speak into the air, you turn me into an animal, but one that wants to be protected by this bear. That's why I love you so much. That's why I crave your touch. So I wanted to start off with that one, that poem, because there is no wrong answer to how you know when you're in love. There's absolutely no wrong answer to any of my questions, because you're going to answer any of these questions based off of your experience. So it's always interesting to know how everyone feels about when they're in love. Because, of course, some people say, oh, you just can't stop thinking about them. Like they're on your mind all the time. And I do believe that is a part of it. Of course, it's not a wrong answer, but it's not my answer. I have different answers. But I want to know what yours are. You love hard? What do you mean you love hard? What does loving, like, explain to me what loving hard consists of. You give your all. I'm waiting. I'm listening. I'm reading. Like, what does all of that mean? I connect spiritually. That's okay. Now, with loving hard, connecting with someone, thinking about them, no restraints. How do you know when you're giving all of this energy to someone to show them that you feel like they are worth your heart? Because basically that's what I feel love is. You showing someone that they're worth your heart, because your heart shouldn't be easily given. So when you feel that someone is worth your heart and you're doing everything you can to show them that they're worth your heart, how do you know that person loves you back? How do you know that person is really allowing you to have their heart? Because you can love, and you can love hard, and you can be everything that person wants and need. But that person just takes it for granted. Like, how do you know when somebody is actually loving you back? Like those are like the craziest things because it hurts. Like I'm sure we've all been through. Exactly. Talk is cheap. That's why I'm asking, how do you know? Like, I don't want someone to just tell me, hey, I love you. You know, words, anyone can say anything. You know, us women, men, we all hear a lot of things that we want to hear from someone, even though it's not what they mean. They're not talking from their heart. So it's like people will say things to you, but like they'll say it, but they don't show it. And then you stick around for a little while trying to see if what they're saying is actually what they mean. Let me see what Poetic Empress said. It's like you are willing to invest your heart, soul, and time. To have it reciprocated is a hope. When they love you back, they give you the same amount of energy or more than you gave out. I believe that. I mean, hopefully they show it. Know when and what they want and need without them asking. So that's how you know that someone loves you, is they know what you need and want without you asking, or is that a superficial love? Because they're just able to take care of your needs. I mean your wants. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, give me a little bit more if you can. Okay. Okay. ESP, exactly. I tell people that when someone actually loves you, then hurting you hurts them. I mean, that's what I think love is. I feel that if someone really truly loves me, and if I really truly love someone, then if I do anything and I know it's going to hurt them, it's going to hurt me. So I don't want to be hurt because I love this person and hurting them will crush me. And I don't want to do that to somebody, not somebody I love, you know? So it's like, that's how I know when I love somebody, when I get to the point that I'm not only thinking about myself, but I'm thinking about them as well. We are not always mind readers. That's why being spiritually connected, they can pick up on you. Yeah. Um, I mean, and I think, yes, it is godly love. And I think when I know that I'm in love with someone or that someone is in love with me, hold on 1 second, 1 second. So, hi, thank you. Um, so it's like, sorry, I just had to handle something, but I think like when you love someone enough that you're not going to hurt them, and you never, number one, I don't care how much love you are in, you always have to put yourself first. I don't care what people say, like you put the other person first. No, because I have to love me first. And I believe that if I love me first and I know how to love me, then I don't have to put nobody first because I'm going to love myself first. And then everyone else will come after and I will love them just as much as I love me. So I got to show myself love first. So when people say you love somebody, you put them first, I don't believe that. I believe that if I love you that much, that I love myself, I'm not going to want to see you hurt. That's just how I feel about it. But it's just so much when it comes to love. Hey, Joel, how are you? Hey, Def, how are you? Thank you guys for coming in. It's just when it comes to when you pay attention to the little things that they like and desire, you want to make sure that they have it. I mean, yeah, absolutely. But we're always talking about, love and sex. And, sometimes we will say that love word during sex. And it's not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. So, example, going shopping, see something that reminds you of them, being thoughtful. Absolutely. Yeah, you can, always take care of your mate. Make sure, they had a rough day at work. They come home like, oh my, okay. So I was married and I came home one day. I had a crazy day at work and my husband had the tub ready because we had a jacuzzi. So he had it ready with the bubbles, temperature. He had the candles. He had my book. And he had a little piece of lingerie right there waiting for me. Guess what I did? Guess what I did? I went ahead and took care of that. I sat in a tub, I relaxed, had a little something bubbly to drink, enjoyed my bath, was able to just sit there with the candles. I didn't really do no reading because that little lingerie piece was right there. So I was like, let me go ahead and get some relaxing done. And then let me make sure that I relax him as well. Yes. It's the physical is extra. It is. And it's always, he said, that's me all around. And it's just to be thoughtful, just to be thoughtful and make sure that you're not hurting that other person that you love. If you love them, how strong is your love? Like it comes with a lot of stuff. I believe if you don't love yourself, it's impossible to love others. You can't give what you don't have. Exactly. And that's why I say that I honestly believe that when people say that you love someone, you put the other person first. I'm like, I don't believe that because I can't love you to the point where I'm putting you first. That means I don't love. That means I'm scared. That means I'm scared. To me, that means I'm scared to be alone. If I'm putting you first ahead of me, that's because I'm afraid to be alone and I don't want you to leave me because I don't want to start over. And I don't want that kind of love. I want somebody to actually love me and want to be with me just as much as I want to be with them. But I want them to love their self enough to love me as well. And I want to be able to love myself enough to love them as well. Okay, so we have Mr. Reverend. There's no way that you can love someone with your whole heart unless you love. Exactly. Massage you down with your favorite lotions and oil. I mean, that's good in a relationship to be able to get, your partner to pay some special attention to, those parts of the body that may need a little extra attention, whether it be with your hands or other things, it's nothing wrong with a massage, regardless of what kind of massage you're getting. I mean, it's always a good thing. So while we're going in this direction, which is where I definitely want to go, you have your partner, you have this partner, you love them, you're engaging with them. What is like, because of course we're talking about love versus sex, so I gotta always add some type of sexual stuff in this. Like what do you feel is amazing sex? Because I'm liking that massage thing, so I'm like, okay, that goes right where I want to go because I want to get to that amazing sex. Like, what do you feel? What would be your definition of amazing sex? Let's not forget that we're still talking about love as well. But we're talking about amazing sex too. Have dinner ready. Okay. Okay. Having dinner ready is good. But what is your like what is amazing sex? Oh, thank you. I know I'm beautiful. Thank you. Let's see. Amazing sex depends on the two or more people. Ooh, I like that. You said two or more people doing it. That is absolutely correct. Oh, hold on. I messed up. Hold on. Where am I missing something? Except that the door was closed. Being in tune with one another emotionally, mentally, and physically takes it to the next level. Yes, when all the pieces of the pie matches up. Exactly. Yes. I mean, and there's no wrong answer. There's absolutely no wrong answer because you can only answer based off of your experience. And there is no wrong answer on what you feel amazing sex is. Two minds, two hearts connected as one, intuitively knowing each other needs and wants instinctively. See, and that's where you know what? Y'all are going the same place that I was thinking because I think amazing sex starts before you even get physical. I honestly believe that in order to have amazing sex, that you have to be like, you have to be willing to be open minded. Exactly. Like, this is really deep, right? Like, I believe that amazing sex happens way before you get physical. Like, you can have amazing sex way before you guys even touch. Like, you can have amazing sex sitting across the table from each other. And it's just, you're able to communicate with your eyes before you use the rest of your body. And it's just the different things that you can do with that person as far as like the look, the little subtle touches. I'm sorry, I just got like chills just thinking about somebody just coming up behind you and just, when a guy come up behind you and men, y'all know what y'all be doing when y'all come up behind a woman and just kiss her right there on the neck and just like, oh my, listen, y'all know what y'all be doing. Y'all know what y'all. And that can just start like, just get it started. And it could just be a little subtle, just, coming in the kitchen while I'm in the refrigerator and just come up behind me and just give me a little peck or, just a little something, something, or whatever you're doing with your mate, however y'all want to do it. But it's like those things, like some type of sex does not always have to be physical. And I think the most amazing sex happens way before it gets physical. I think it's verbal and emotional before it gets physical. Then I think once it gets to that physical part, it can be amazing because you finally you're connected in a different way. Okay. The better listener. Okay. All right. Yes, that spot. Yes. Just like, oh. Yes, that spot like right below the earlobe, like right in the back, like, oh my gosh, it's like just okay. I'm starting to get like a little like my eyes are watering up. Just okay, listen, we know I'm single. I can only imagine and have, my relations this way. So I know, right? I'm sitting here like shaking my legs and everything. Like maybe I wasn't ready for this conversation. I thought I was, but maybe I just wasn't ready. Maybe I wasn't ready. Yes. It's like Um, Now, do you think amazing sex constitute for a successful relationship? Hmm? Now, there's times where, and that's all some relationships have is just sex. There's nothing else to the relationship but sex. So it's like when people are in their relationship and the only thing they have in that relationship is sex, there's no communication, there's no understanding, there's no being able. And that's right. Some relationships are just purely just sex. And sorry, I'm just going to a certain place so that I could get ready for my next poem. Some relationships are just purely sex because that's all they know. And it just become like, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. It's just a sexual relationship. And that's all they have because they don't know how to communicate. Because everybody don't know how to communicate. People think that they know how to communicate, but when you miss the listening part of communication, you don't know how to communicate. If you don't know how to listen, you can't communicate. Oh, this is what I was looking for. I do believe that men need sex. Hold on. I do believe that. Men need sex, women want sex. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting to my next poem with this next one. We have to be able to communicate verbally and non-verbally in the moment. Yes. And if you don't, and some people think that, okay, I can have great sex with you and you could just do what I like you to do and what I need you to do. And that's the basis of the relationship. Like there's no understanding, there's no give and take. I mean, there's a lot of take, there's no give. I mean, it's just a one-sided relationship. So that's gonna bring me to my next poem, which is called What's Your Name? I needed to wet my whistle a little bit. To love, it does, but amazing sex is live love learned through life and love. When someone is growing through the high and lows of life, joy and pain, amazing sex. Okay, so the next poem is called What's Your Name? His eyes, they cover me like the sun on a hot day. He puts his hands on my thighs, wanting to take all my loving away. He don't even know my name, but he says all the right words. How many girls has he said this to? How many ears have heard? You're special, so sweet. Never met anyone like you before. He gets even more touchy-feely and starts to close the door. My heart beats rapidly, and in between my legs get wet. My breathing is getting heavier, and I haven't even let him hit it yet. He puts his hands on my crotch and tells me to feel his rise. It's hard for me to swallow, and I can't speak, so I close my eyes. I feel him looking at me as he lays me down on the bed. He starts to take off my shirt and puts his hands between my legs. But he don't even know my name, but he says all the right words. My heart wants to believe him, but my head is telling me to run away. He inserts his fingers into my wetness. How can I tell him to stop? I move my hands to his chest to start pushing him, and that's when he touched my spot. I'm fighting with myself. Body saying yes, head is saying no. My head told my feet to leave this crazy bitch here, but the rest of us have to go. But he don't even know my name. How could he tell me he feels like this? He's sucking all over my body and came to my mouth for a deep, passionate kiss. My body wants to feel more. Between my legs is dripping wet. He asked me if I wanted it, and I opened my legs as wide as they can get. But he don't even know my name. How could he have so much control? I can feel his manhood inside of me, and my hips started to roll. My head is yelling at me. You crazy bitch, what have you done? But my body says it's too late. His words of passion already won. This feels too good. Let's all enjoy it. He's already in. Then the sex got faster and deeper. We were fucking skin to skin. But he don't even know my name. So he kept saying, girl, you feel so good. My body was in agreement with him, so I let him do anything. He had the power, so he could. He turned me over. He flipped me around. It was crazy. He likes it wild. Then all of a sudden, he stopped. He was finished and pushed me away like an unwanted child. I tried to touch him, but he got up. I never seen someone get dressed so fast. Then he looked down at me and asked me if I had $10 for gas. I got up, walked over to my purse, feeling hurtful and ashamed. I passed him 10 and asked if I can see him, and he said, bitch, I don't even know your name. I'm sure that was some amazing sex. Now, understand, that didn't happen to me. It does. It happens a lot with a lot of people. And it's like, when do we, and it'd be amazing. It's that, I don't know. Like sometimes that can be that drunk sex or something. I don't know. It'd be good sometimes, It happens. Hold on, you said hold on, what you mean you wrote it? You've been through it? Because I'm like, I could have sworn I wrote it, girl, but I mean, hey. Now, oh, okay. Oh, hell, oh, okay. Exactly. Ain't shit around here free. Now, of course, we're talking about sex. So let's say you're in a relationship. You are with somebody, you feel you love them, everything is going great in your relationship, but there's some things you haven't shared in your relationship. The things you haven't shared in your relationship is some of your fetishes. When do you share your fetishes with your partner? Like, when do you let them know what you're into? If it's something that, you haven't seen them even ask about, or even make any type of indication that they would even be anywhere close to okay with whatever your fetishes is. When do you kind of like ease your fetishes into this relationship? Because in a relationship, I honestly believe that your needs have to be met. Both you and your partner's needs have to be met. Some of your needs are your fetishes. You have different things that you like, that you want, that you may not want to go without. Role playing could be a very good fetish. And some men don't do it. And it's sad because I ran across a few. I ain't like it. Oh, I love, listen, okay, so do you, and when do you watch porn? Like, is it okay to watch porn with your partner? Oh, see, and it's like, well, if you feel, and that's a good response after you have reached that level of trust. When you reach that level of trust, that's when you should actually consider yourself in that relationship. Like, I don't think that, again, there's no wrong answers, and I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything, but I feel that if you're at a point where you feel you cannot let your partner know what your fetishes are because you are like afraid of how they may talk to you, look at you, respond to you, feel about you, or anything, I feel that's a problem. A checklist, you might as well just have a daggone contract. Like, listen, here is the contract in my relationship. I need you to understand what is going on. I need you to understand what I like, what I don't like, what I want, what I don't want, what I'm okay with, what I'm not okay with. See, I feel in my relationship when I finally get one day, like I have high hopes. I really do. One of these days is going to happen for me. One of these days. But I feel that, if when I'm finally in a relationship, I want to be able to satisfy my partner's needs. All of them. So I want my partner to tell me every single fetish that he may have. Because if there's a fetish that I am not going to be okay with, and it's something that you cannot live with, let's just call this what it is, because sometimes people cheat because of their fetishes. And it's crazy, but some people will cheat because they are afraid to tell their partner that they have a fetish. And now they care about their partner. They want to be with their partner. They're enjoying being with their partner, but they have a fetish that they're embarrassed to tell their partner because maybe certain things their partner said to them just made them feel like it was not okay to share that fetish. Sorry, my nose, 1 second. But okay, I believe that the card should be on the table right from the onset. Okay. Okay, so now that you said that, Def, you meet a chick and she tells you, I like giving golden showers. And this is straight from the beginning. Like, she's telling you she want to give golden showers. She don't receive them, but she want to give golden showers. And this is from the beginning. She's just letting you know, she's putting it out there. You're feeling her. Everything has been great with her, but she just let you know that she have a golden shower fetish. How do you handle that? Well, I mean, some people do like threesomes all the time, but that's a different type of relationship. And if you're not into that, that's absolutely fine. But I mean, if someone's coming out in the beginning, and I really believe like before you can actually consider yourself in a full-fledged relationship, there are certain things that you really need to get. It's not a fetish. A threesome isn't a fetish. Okay. To some people, it is. I mean, if you look up fetishes, it's in there. I promise you. There's 249 fetishes. I do a lot of reading. There's 249 fetishes, and threesomes are in there. Okay, and so that's something that if your partner came to you and said, you know what, Empress, I'm, I'm really feeling you. I'm enjoying everything with you. Everything has been going great. There's just something I like to do. I like to have, a threesome. I don't want this other person. I want to be with you, but I like to enjoy, every once in a while when I have steak, I want some chicken on the side. I don't know how else to say it. I'm like, I don't know what else to say. I mean, fetishes do fall under that. And if you feel that it's a fantasy, again, there are no wrong answers at all. Because some people can't deal with it. And I mean, if it's a hard stop, then yeah, it would be a hard stop. I agree with that, Def. But I believe it's like when you're in a relationship, sometimes you have to look at the relationship and see, is it something that I may be okay with? Okay, again, we need to define the type of relationship. It is Cardinal, just fucking go, and you want to live the rest of your life with the person. That's what happened. Oh, they want chicken with every meal? God damn. No, not every damn day. Well, then they want a different type of relationship. That's a completely different relationship. See, and that's the thing is, I'm trying to make sure I say it in and that's the thing, like when you're in a relationship and someone is coming to you and letting you know what their fetish is because they want to be with you and they don't want anything to mess that up, and so they're coming to you and they're like, you know what, babe, now I'm not saying the threesome thing, I mean, I can understand why some people would not be okay with that, and it is absolutely okay. I'm not saying that I would be okay with my man coming to me telling me, yo, you know what? Tonight I want Becky. Tomorrow I want Sue. Next week I want Latoya. I'm not going to be okay with that. I'm not going to be okay with that. Like, no. Like, we have to determine what we want in our relationship. What happens behind closed doors in our bedroom is what we have to be okay with. And having different chicken all the time is not going to be okay, because then that's putting me at risk. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? You obviously, to me, don't want a relationship. Not the kind of relationship, like, now there are some relationships where it's a poly relationship, but it's a set person that they're dealing with. So it's okay to, in that relationship, if that's what they agree on, with having that extra person and only knowing that it is that person. And that's okay for their relationship or whomever it is that they choose to do that. But having a different fling, chicken wing, neck bone, or whatever every motherfucking night, yeah, I think I'm gonna have a problem with that myself. I think I would have a problem with that. I don't think that's a relationship. But when people come and they tell you, because I've been in situations where I was with someone and I was enjoying being with them, and they brought something to my attention that they wanted. And it wasn't something that I was like A-okay with, like right from the jump, like, yes, let's do it. I was kind of taken back by it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm okay with trying this. I'm not saying this is something I want to do every single day, but I'm in this with this particular person. So I'm okay with trying this. And it wasn't just for that person, although a majority of it was because I wanted to enjoy him being enjoyed. And it wasn't the threesome thing. It was just other different fetishes that they may have had. And I was like, okay, you know what? I want to see how they enjoy these type of fetishes that they're bringing to my attention. And when I kind of went outside of my normal box and I did something, the response I got back from it, I was like, I want to do it again. I was like, I want to do it again. Like, let's do it again. Like, I'm okay with this. Now I'm okay. Like, let's do it again. And they didn't even ask for it again. I was like, why not? I want to do it again. I like the aftermath of what happened. Okay, anyway. So that was you know, those things that be happening. So I have another poem that I would love to do for you guys. If you're ready for another poem, are we ready for another one? Because we're getting into this nice little freaky shit. So I figured I'll do freak shit. I walk in, it's in my sight, looking like candy. He lays there with his hands behind his head, looking all manly. Is resting there on his inner thigh, waiting to be licked. I get undressed, he watches me like this is part of a script. I say hello, sounding shy. He responds with what's up. Can I be honest just this one time? I came to get fucked. But I can't say that I hold it in with all of my other nasty thoughts. To him, I'm submissive, I obey. I let him be the boss. So I crawl over and give him a lick, wondering if he'll ever let me taste my pussy. I'll him to fuck me and pull it out and let me lick off all my cookie. I lick the head, just the tip. I love the way it jumps. I pick it up, but it's so big that even in my hand it slumps. I take my tongue, I trace the head and let all my saliva slide. I pick it up, it grows in my hands, and now my mouth I have to open real wide. I pick it in, it gets real hard, and in my mouth, there's no more space. He makes a sound, he grabs my head, now he's fucking my face. That turns me on, I start to get wet. I have but one simple request. Come in my mouth a full load and let it drip all down my breast. But I can't last that long, we switch positions. He lays me on my side. He's in control, he sticks it in. Maybe one day he'll let me ride. But now I'm taking it every stroke until he turns me over and grabs my neck. My pussy grabs him, this dick is good. I guess we both have that effect. He comes once, he comes twice. Round 3, how much more can I take? He turns me over, throws my legs in the air, and now my whole body starts to shake. I rub his arms, caress his shoulders, and watch all the faces he makes. I'm in ecstasy, this shit is unreal. He takes me to another place. He comes again, it's all inside. I want to lay here and play with my pussy. I want to rub him all over me, cause in between my legs it feels all gushy. I go in the bathroom, give myself a quick rub, and grab my breast for an added effect. With all this fucking, it feels real good. Can you believe I haven't even come yet? Okay, so that was freak shit. Thank you. The poems that I'm doing today are already recorded on my YouTube channel. So hopefully you'll come back and watch this again, because this will also be on my YouTube channel. Also, ooh, am I? Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to read those comments out loud. Okay. So I am working on downloading some software, and the software will allow me to bring more people into my YouTube so that I'm not just reading your comments. That's right. You are my girl. That is right. Thank you, Empress. The comments, I'm sorry. Instead of you only being in the comments, I will allow people to come on and interview me where you won't have to be in the comments. It will be for a certain amount of time. So I would like, if you have Skype and you would like to come on live with me, please leave a message, leave your email. If I don't have it, leave your email in the messages. I will check the email, send you information on how you can reach out to me, and I can give you a code so that you'll be able to come on the interview with me and be able to talk live. It'll be a split camera or however I figure out how to do this thing, but I am working on that. So if you would like to come and interview me and ask questions and be a part of the podcast, the Zoom, that will be great. So let me know. You have Skype? Perfect. Good. Send me a message, because I want to do a test trial where it won't be recorded. I just want to do a test trial so that I can be able to make sure that next Sunday I am ready to go. But send me the information so I can let you know how you can be a part of my my Zoom. And so my last poem, because I am hitting my 1 hour, and I want to try to keep this at hopefully an hour, because I love the conversations and I want to keep it going. But if you don't know, I'm also on Tag if you have Tag. And we can continue communicating and talking and having fun on Tag. But definitely send me an email so that I can tell you how you can reach me on my YouTube. Now, I think I'm going to end this one with one of my interesting poems that if you haven't checked out my YouTube yet, then you need to, because this is one of the poems that's on my YouTube, and it's called All My Love. And due to the fact that we're talking about love versus sex, I think this is a little bit of both, and it has a little bit of both in it. So it talks a little bit about love and sex. It gives us a little mixture. And I'm going to end it with my love versus my All My Love poem. Laugh out loud, make me pray more, but life, enjoy the comment in the session. Okay, I mean, that's fine. If you don't mind being in the comments, I need people in the comments, and I love for you guys to come in the comments. But just in case somebody wants to come on and be able to talk to me, and actually, you can ask me questions. Any question that you ask pertaining to my YouTube, pertaining to my poetry, I will answer it. Now, the funny thing about that is just about any question go, because I talk about just about anything and everything on with my poetry. I talk about life. I talk about sex. I talk about everything. If there's any questions and it's pertaining to my poetry, definitely you can ask the questions if you want to come live, or you can have some questions and email them to me. My email, I'm trying to ramble on and I'm trying to get this all out there. My email is very easy if you don't have it. It is actually my YouTube name at Yahoo. So Sweet and Deep Poetry at Yahoo. You are more than welcome to send me any questions that you would like me to answer. Now I am going to look at these questions, and if you send me crazy stuff, I will block it. I mean, I'm hoping we can all be adults and not be crazy. Sometimes that's not always the case, but I'm hoping that can be the case. So I'm going to end this with my poem, All My Love. I'm laying in bed with heels, no bra, and a thong. He's standing in the doorway, just watching and swinging because he's hung. I take my hand and rub my clit because he likes a show. I lift my ass and move my panties and start to roll. I make a sound, but he can't hear me because I'm nice and wet. He starts to come close. That dick is as hard as it's gonna get. He bites my ass and lifts it up so he can start to eat. He hits that spot, and I can't take it, so I grab the sheets. He's twirling around. That tongue so good, boy. I'm gonna come. He turns me around, gets back in position, and gives me another one. He likes me wet, and he won't stop until I squirt in his mouth. He drains this pussy. I feel like a balloon once the air is out. I pull his head because I want to taste me on his lips. Damn, I taste good. This is the sweetest berry he'll ever get. I bite his ass, and he moves slowly, going in and out. I cream on this dick, 'cause this is what lovemaking is all about. I love his stroke. Don't pull out, I wanna feel you come. Let's do it again. I wanna feel you give me another one. Now, turn me around. There's another hole I want you to get. Just take it easy and play with it till it's nice and wet. Now slide it in. This feels good. This is lover's pain. I love you. Now you know why the neighbors know your name. Don't pull it out. Explode in me just one more time. This is my dick, and I'll kill you if you ever try to give away what's mine. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out and coming and seeing me. And Poetic Empress, you are an angel. I absolutely love you, girl. Thank you so much for everything that you do in my comments. I appreciate you. Y'all definitely Poetic Empress. Can you also, I appreciate you shouting me out and giving me all the information. Also, put where you can be found because she is also a poet and she is amazing. If you are on tag, you can also catch her on tag as well. She is an amazing poet as well. You can catch her on tag. She is on tag if you're on tag. If not, please, Empress, put your information on there so that. Okay. I will. Me and you're going to have to talk so I can get all of this together. I definitely will. But I enjoyed you guys. This was fun. Next Sunday, should I tell you what we're talking about next Sunday, just in case somebody want to get in the box and want to interview? Because next Sunday, we're talking about oral fixation. So let me know if y'all ready for oral fixation. Because that's what we're doing next Sunday is oral fixation. And also let me know if you want to come on and ask me a few questions. We can talk. And who knows, that might be a really good topic to talk about. But I appreciate you guys, and it was fun. Good night.